Are you feeling juicy? You know why we're here. We're here to make money. It's that time again. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first. Hope you're having a fantastic morning so far. It is 7 degrees. It is pretty sunny here in England. Quite nice, quite cold. First things first, I'm going to be going through Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be heading up the mid-term if it's going to load, and then after that we're going to be heading up the long-term. Once we're done with Bitcoin in general, guys, we're going to have a little look at some of my favorite charts, a bit of Bitcoin dominance as well. We're going to have a look at the total market cap, and then from there, don't want to keep you guys too long. We're going to go straight into the altcoins. We're going to go straight to my 3 altcoins today. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today for potential positions, potential professional TA for you guys to be learning and studying, because I know there's some new traders out there. And the 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today are a bit of Binance Coin, BNB, baby. We've got a bit of Crypto.com, because we know how that's been moving recently. And I want to talk about that just because we're seeing it take another little bit of a leg up today, which is quite nice to see. And then also the famous Polygon, the famous MATIC is on a breakout scenario as well. So yeah, we're definitely going to be having a look at that as well. Let's get straight through to some shout outs in the chat, because I see the chat's popping off this morning. Nice to see so many of you tuned in, especially even after I've had some time off and stuff just due to not being very well. But yeah, shout out to Phoenix coming in straight away. We got Hero Optimist. We've got Simon coming through. We got Hero Optimist. It's actually his birthday. So happy birthday to you, good, my good sir. Happy birthday to you, good. Happy birthday to you, my good sir. We've got Tom. We've got Crypto DK. We've got Smokey Joe. We've got Anika. We've got Skyder Mex out here. Nice to see you on the street there, my good sir. We've got Hey You. The CC gang members coming through. AC Yo Broski, long time. It's been a long time, man. Hope you're doing well. We've got Donna as well. Good morning to you there, Donna, and Nathan and Terry for the second day in a row there, Terry. Nice to see you supporting the channel out here. Without further ado, not going to keep you guys too long. Let's just get straight into, and Roger, I see you, Roger. Let's get straight into Bitcoin here. Starting off with Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. As we were talking about yesterday, potential breakout scenario that we were thinking, hello, maybe a nice little long position if this falling parallel channel was going to actually break out and we were going to see a nice move to the upside there for Bitcoin. We were looking for, I think it was around 7% or something. Didn't get it. Unfortunately, Bitcoin was just like, you know what? I'm going to do nothing. I'm just going to range all day. Annoying, I know, but hey, it is what it is. But yes, we did pretty much range. We did see resistance coming down from this zone at around 4 o'clock. Yeah, around 4 o'clock there. And we actually came up and tested that yet again. From there, guys, from the low that we set previously on the 28th of November around 53,300, we've actually set quite a few higher lows now. Really? Yes, we have a nice higher lows coming through here, and as you can see, multiple higher lows, which is really quite nice when we are seeing in a sense lower highs coming through in terms of candle bodies here. Not quite going on this wick, but just these candle bodies here, because this wick will basically form as like a test, right? A nice big test of that major trend line from all-time highs. Not quite all-time highs, no. But you can see the resistance that we have found along this zone multiple times. So now we know that this candle body is actually really quite valid. In terms of the chart pattern that is forming right now, this is it's quite interesting stuff actually, because it could actually be signifying a double breakout scenario from either direction, right? Well, double breakout scenario from direction to the upside, another breakout scenario to the downside, which we're currently, unfortunately, at this point in time, we are towards the lower side here. So not ideal. Not ideal, but if we can short this zone and make paper, we're going to short this zone and make paper, because we all know why we're here. Come on, let's do that. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that, right? So yeah, as you can see, guys, what I was saying here, we have lower highs in terms of candle bodies. We do have higher lows in terms of wicks and candle bodies here, forming, you guessed it, a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, right? Yes, it is at the top of a little bit of an uptrend, right? It is technically a bullish pennant chart pattern, which does tend to mean continuation to the upside. I would say it would be, obviously it's going to be nicer if we continuation to the upside, but to be honest with you, I would expect a bit more of a pullback coming down here, probably around to this horizontal around 55,861 there. But we were talking yesterday about Bitcoin actually taking another leg up, and that would be nice. But at this point in time, we've tested this multiple times here, guys. We've tested this this trend line, this upward sloping support line multiple times here. How many times? Probably 7 or 8 times here on the hourly time from the short term here. So if we are going to keep testing this, guys, we're probably going to end up breaking it to the downside, and that does bring me on to that to the bullish divergence, which we could potentially be forming here on the RSI. If we are going to come down on the RSI there, we could potentially be forming a bullish divergence, which is a signification. What a word there. Which is a signification for a potential bounce scenario, right? So it's definitely something that we do need to take into consideration. Obviously, still speculatively speaking, we don't know how this is going to plan out as of yet, or whether we are going to break down, or we are going to have continuation up and find the support here. But we need to weigh up all the scenarios here. Let's weigh up the scenario for a breakdown in terms of shorting Bitcoin on a day like today. We're going to be going on the most recent downtrend from top to bottom here, guys. It's going to be something around this. As I was saying earlier, to get below this horizontal in terms of this level of support at 55,889, that is, we can see the bounce point. We've bounced off that quite a few times here. You can see that. Look at that bang. Look at this bang. Pretty strong stuff along this horizontal here, guys. So this is definitely going to be a huge take profit point if we are going to be shorting this zone, right? In terms of confirmation for this short, we do have a dirty wick to the downside here, guys. We do have a dirty wick to the downside, which does make me want to do something along the lines of this, in terms of like a parallel trap zone coming through here. So let's actually see whether this position is going to be worth it, to be honest with you. So we can be plotting in loads of horizontals here for these wicks. You can see there's multiple balance points coming through here as well. I would potentially be plotting in another one there just to be on the safe side. And you can see this is correlating still inside this trap zone area. So we're not going to be shorting unless we leave this zone, because we know the reversal is going to be here. If we get in here, the likelihood of us actually having support here, it's pretty high, right? It's pretty high. So this is, in a sense, when we clear this, we're going to be seeing that's the confirmation that we are going to be going down. So yeah, it's not going to be the biggest thing in the world. It's not going to be the biggest thing in the world. Probably quite scalpers for you scalpers out there. I know you're scalping Bitcoin all day, every goddamn day. We're looking for around a 1% gain there if that is going to come in. I mean, 1%. It's not too bad, guys. 1% is still 1% at the end of the day, especially for, it's probably going to be a short position, as we know how Bitcoin does behave there. If we are going to see this breakdown, if we are going to see this downtrend actually continue, I would say the breakdown is probably going to be later on today, probably later in the day. And to be honest with you, it is the 1st of December, guys. And we know what we've been talking about recently. We know what we've been talking about, how the deciding week for in a sense the rest of the year, right, is probably going to be the start of December. So we're just going to have to see how this does play out here. We will get to the weekly fairly shortly. I just want to get through the short term because it's going to be interesting to see how this does actually plan out, because it is looking pretty bullish here on the weekly, guys. We will get to that though. We'll get to that. But yeah, so that's the sort of scenario we'll be looking for here on Bitcoin here on the short term in terms of shorting Bitcoin for the day. In terms of longing Bitcoin, what I said yesterday, guys, if you were on yesterday's stream, that does still stand, right? That does still stand. We're still looking for a nice breakout scenario from this falling parallel channel coming through here, and we have set a low, we have set higher lows from there, so it's not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad. We can basically just chill out and just wait and see what price action Bitcoin is going to bring for us. But to be prepared for all sorts of scenarios there, we do have a nice 7.81% position to go off there. But please remember what I was saying yesterday, guys. We're not just going to be blindly going for this. We're going to be staggering our take profits all the way up, and obviously don't go into this position please go do your own research before doing that, because I'm not your financial advisor. Nothing I say on this channel is financial advice. Obviously, a little disclaimer coming through there. But obviously, yeah, please, 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 I'm here to teach you, not just to give you trades. So yeah, if I'm going to be entering any of these positions coming through here, I would definitely be staggering my take profits, guys. Definitely, all these horizontals coming up here, because you can see the reversal point of this major trend line coming through here. Yes, it is strong, but also it is a massive reversal point on these horizontals as well. So there's definitely another point to be looking out for there while trading here, if you are going to be longing this basically all the way up, right? And also, there is the beautiful volume-weighted ATR band coming through as well. So yeah, we'll definitely be using that and taking that into consideration there. We got a super chat from Smokey Joe. Nice to see you on the stream there, Smokey Joe. I haven't seen you in a while, man. It's been a couple of weeks, isn't it? I've been a bit ill, but I'm back. I'm here to stay, don't worry. Nice €2, I think that is amazing stuff there, man. To appreciate the cup of tea, cup of coffee, or half a pint of lager, or half a pint of ale in the UK, right? Let's talk about Trias again there. Yeah, I'll get to that, man. I'll get to that. I'm pretty sure that's a request, right? So I'll get to that when we get to the altcoin request part of the show. I'm going to be trying to speed up my BTC updates now. I feel like I waffle on about the same thing like every single morning. And I know you guys really do like your altcoins, right? I know you like your altcoin requests, so I'm going to try and fit more of that in per stream. In terms of, as we were talking about this potential short position coming through here, we do have potential EMA ribbon looking to, well, they're looking to basically consolidate and get this crossover point coming through, and that's obviously going to give us a short signal as well, so that's another thing to be looking out for there. And yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin summed up on the short term. We do have that bullish divergence in terms of a bounce point to be looking out for. I mean, the MACD, looking pretty crap, I must say. We do obviously have this low, and we have this higher low from here, another higher low from here. In terms of a trend cycle, because you know we like to do trend cycles on this channel, because to be honest, not a lot of people do these, and they're pretty valid, I must say. We've seen a lot of reversals, and we've made a lot of cold hard cash coming through from this. So yeah, if we are going to see a downtrend coming through there, that is probably going to correlate with a big reversal point coming through from these previous reversal points in terms of reversal of the trend, right? We are getting dangerously close to a bullish crossover as well, though, which is going to signify an uptrend coming through there. So yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for. What I would say, if we do see Bitcoin break out to the lower side here, please be careful, because if we get to this low point on the MACD before we get to that low point in terms of the trade that we're in, I'm probably going to be looking at taking a bit of a lump of profit. When I say a bit of a lump of profit, maybe I should slow down a bit. When I say a bit of a lump of profit, I mean probably like 0.5% or something like that, right? Because I'm not just going to risk. Even if you're going for 1%, I know it's not a lot, but even if you're going for that 1% and the MACD is going to be at this end point of this cycle, right? You want to be taking profit, because there's just that little bit of a chance that you could see the reversal, and you want to be taking profit, guys. We're here to make money. We're not here to be greedy and go for that 1% when we can bank a little 0.5. But yeah, moving on to the midterm coming through here for Bitcoin. Falling wedge chart pattern, looking pretty strong, guys. As I said, probably weeks and weeks ago, I said 54k very strongly on the cards if this downtrend is going to continue. The support that we actually have on this zone, really quite strong. I did have a limit order put in here, and it did actually bang out from there, because I literally look at this volume weighted ATR band. This is just the most reliable tool out there in the goddamn world. I'm only playing, but yeah, it's very reliable in terms of level of support. And we did obviously have the consolidation zone as well, and also this massive trend line to the downside. So yeah, there was a lot of support coming through there. Bang that in. Nice little long position. Took pretty much all my profit around this sort of area here. Looking for a break up scenario now. Looking for a break up scenario. Looking for Bitcoin to bang it up. But before it bangs it up, guys, we need to get over this downwards sloping resistance line that we got coming through from this falling wedge. Yes, falling wedge. Let me get rid of this for now. Yes, falling wedge. Falling wedges tend to usually break to the upside, which is obviously pretty progressive there. I think my mic's a bit high. It's obviously pretty progressive there for Bitcoin if that is going to happen. Still looking for around that 7.71% coming through there as well. Amazing stuff if this is going to come into fruition. I would say we do have cheeky bearish divergence coming through, and that's probably why we are seeing consolidation and that reversal continuously from this zone, right? So yeah, things to be looking out for is going to be a breakout to the upside from this falling wedge chart pattern. 7.71%, not too bad at all. If we are going to actually break down, if we are going to lose this this crucial area 53 there, it's going to be really quite rough, guys. That's when you want to You want to pull up the shorts and go swimming because it's going to be really, really quite rough there. I don't know what that analogy is about, but yeah. We bring up back up the WOD machine. We do have the volume weighted ATR band trading down as well. So if we do see low points actually come through, I wouldn't just expect us to just be banging it all the way down in terms of a panic sell-off or something like that. I would really expect the volume weighted ATR band to catch us. Gonna have some H2O, and then we're gonna be moving on to the long term for Bitcoin. Leader Crypto coming through. Wagwan CC gang. Nice to see you on the stream there, my good sir. Underrated H2O. No juice today. No juice today. I was actually having loads of fruit every morning and smoothies every morning, hence the whole juicy. And yeah, I would just start putting on loads of weight because the sugar was like fermenting and turning into fat. So yeah, so it wasn't very good. So I had to cut down on fruit, believe it or not. And super chat coming through from Michael Allen. Nice to see you on the stream there, my good sir. Welcome back, champ. Thank you ever so much, man. Do appreciate it. It's been a long few weeks, I must say, being ill. Finished my antibiotics yesterday, which is pretty good. Feeling I'm getting there, I reckon. Pretty good stuff. Don't want to overdo it, but yeah, pretty good stuff. Fingers crossed. I'm just gonna basically just keep doing what I'm doing now, and I'm here every day again. But yeah, I do appreciate the $10 coming through there, Michael. And I do wish you well. And if you do have a request, so an altcoin that you want some live TA done on, my good sir, please drop that in the chat, and I'll get that on my little list there, list of super chats coming through, and yeah, we'll get to that. Sorry I missed your live show yesterday. Watched the replay this morning. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. I do appreciate you coming through. So yeah, let's jump back to Bitcoin here on the longer term time frame, because we're looking not too bad, guys. We've bounced off this very, very crucial level so far. Not too bad. Fingers crossed we don't lose 53k. As I was saying earlier, guys, if we lose 53k, it is obviously this very, very correlative point in terms of this horizontal here. This is where it's going to get rough, right? And as I said, pull up the shorts. We're going swimming. It's going to get rough here, just because we could easily see us come down to 50k. You can see the volume profile visible range here. That is definitely going to be a massive level of support to be looking out for. Maybe we wick down if we lose this zone. I mean, to be honest with you, there could be a short position coming through here if we lose 53 here for Bitcoin. Pretty risky, but if we are going to be dumping down to those sorts of levels, then shorting from 53 to 50k is still quite a nice, attractive move to be getting involved with. I would probably need to go through a few more indicators, but just taking a one glance here, it's not looking too bad. I mean, to be honest with you, at the end of the day, it's still looking bullish, guys. It's still really looking bullish, just because you can see the levels of support that we've got coming. Why are we lagging? What is this? No. You can see the levels of support that we got coming through from this upward sloping support line. You can see Viva La Resistance coming through and saying hello to the top side. The next Viva La Resistance point that we could be looking for, yes, 80,000. Yes, 80,000. But let's not get too excited, because obviously we've not been doing a lot recently. But on the macro scale here, guys, we're still in an uptrend. We're still looking bullish. It's still not looking bad. But what I do want to say is, obviously, we've got all-time highs coming through. And from previous all-time highs, right, we do actually have very, very, very strong trend lines, right? Very strong trend lines coming through. And that is going to be on the top side before we probably, unless we go insanely parabolic and we climb Everest with a jetpack, then I could probably see us actually bouncing down from 83,946 there pretty easily, right? Without that much confirmation. Like if we get into those sorts of prices, guys, we're definitely going to see some sell-offs, right? But yes, main things to be looking out for here is that 53,000. Let's bring up the WOD machine. Let's get some moving averages coming through. Actually, let's look at the volume weighted, not the volume weighted ATR, but the bull market barrier for now, because unfortunately, yes, we did lose that. We are still in this undecided, dirty area, guys. I want to see us get over this 67,400 all-time high, challenging yet again. If we can get over that with a nice amount of confirmation, with moving averages coming up and acting as a nice level of support there, then it's going to be a lot more progressive, right? It's going to be a lot more progressive. And when I say moving averages, I don't mean like the 10 simple. I mean like the 55. I mean like the 200 EMA. Just the big dogs. The big dogs in the pond. The big dogs in the pond. The big fish in the pond here. We want these fellas coming up in terms of levels of support, because we can just see here on the daily that they act very, very nicely as levels of support and levels of resistance here. You can see. So if we can get this one actually coming up with us when we are going to see these new levels get reached and new all-time highs get reached in the future, it is going to happen. Whether it's going to happen in December, it's 50-50, and that's what I say, guys. This coming week that we are looking for here is actually going to be very interesting, right? Because overall here on the weekly chart, guys, it's actually quite a bullish chart, I must say. We've got a very nice high low here, challenge of a previous high low on the previous run up that we had, and then we've got another high low here. We've got another potentially not quite confirmed as of yet, but still potentially a nice high low that could be formed. And in terms of what we have seen over the last literally like what 3 weeks or so, 3-4 weeks or so, it's obviously been rough. It's been rough. It's not been good. But when you're seeing pumps from the last run up on the weekly of around 68% there, we can actually see retracements coming through of around 21%. This is absolutely fine. That's absolutely healthy for Bitcoin to be doing that, guys. It's still not the end of the world, and that's why I'm still on the macro, still bullish here. I would be a bit less bullish if we lose 53 here. This is the real like uncertain sort of point for me there. If we did lose 53, I would be I'd be looking to be closing quite a few of my long BTC positions that I've been long for God knows how long now. But yeah, massive one is long from 43,800, right? Still riding that wave up. But yeah, if we did lose 53, I probably would be looking to close that, right? Probably really would be looking to close that, just because the next targets down from that are really quite rough, right? They're really quite rough, so we don't want to be getting to those levels, right? What are we saying on the old likes on the stream? There's 6 likes, amazing stuff as well there, guys. Do appreciate. Oh no, it's not 6, it's updated. 18 likes, guys. Do appreciate all the likes coming through, and I do appreciate your support. Obviously, I did have a bit of time off, and in terms of helping out with the YouTube algorithms, your likes do not go unappreciated. Honestly, they really don't. Really do appreciate you all out there. But yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin summed up there, guys. Let's have a look at the hash rate to see what's going on there, because we did see that getting ever so close to a close there. Not quite getting close to a close, but just getting a bit tighter. Getting a bit tighter coming through. Oh, we've actually seen a bit of momentum to the upside, actually. That's not too bad. Not too bad, actually. It's looking pretty good in terms of when we are going to see that hash ribbons close come through there. In terms of the RSI, looking here very quickly, if we are going to see a breakout to the upside here on the shorter term timeframes, guys, we can expect a big reversal point coming through here for this RSI in terms of resistance there. So it's definitely another point to be looking out for there as well. But yeah, overall, that's pretty much Bitcoin done, guys. A couple of positions to be looking out for there. 53k place to watch. Overall, macro bullish. Nice stuff. Fit and Greed Index. Are you ready? Are you ready? 34. Everyone is scared. Everyone is running away. Everyone is a deer in headlights right now. Not good. Not good. But you want some good news, people? Bitcoin dominance is on the way down. Amazing stuff. We actually have seen lower highs get actually reached here. So I would be looking for targets for Bitcoin dominance to come down to around this 30, 39, 40, that sort of area. Remember the horizontal that we bounced off quite a few times before. This is definitely a point to be looking out for. And the reason for this is, guys, if we can break this to the lower side, this basically could signify altcoins actually moving up like quite drastically, right? And we know another request coming through for Smokey Joe. Yeah, man, don't you sweat it. I'll have a look at Block as well. Is that NFT Block? Is it Blocktopia? Maybe Blocktopia. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. We'll check that out. But yeah, what I'm saying here about Bitcoin dominance, guys, is we know when we see these huge cycles for Bitcoin coming through, right? We see a nice massive uptrend. We see Bitcoin actually seeing all-time highs. Really nice stuff coming through. Usually, when this happens, we see altcoins lag, and we are seeing altcoins lag, right? We're seeing obviously Solana and some other ones doing some quite good stuff, but things like ADA, what? ADA's been asleep. What are you doing? Wake up. But yeah, so altcoins in general, we're not seeing the run up like we did see before, but we do know altcoins do lag when it comes to bull markets coming through like this. But what I'm saying here for the Bitcoin dominance, if we are going to lose this horizontal level, this really could signify the start of the altcoin run, right? The really big run up that we are looking for these altcoins. Hundreds of percentages, guys. Hundreds of percentages. Don't get too excited, but it could be. So yeah, definitely a point to be watching there. Definitely a point to be watching. I would say there's definitely a massive horizontal to be looking out for. Now, what's next? What is next? Let's have a look at the charts quickly. All exchange leverage ratio, it's come down a bit. It's come down a bit, obviously, after we saw that pretty big crash coming through pretty recently. And yeah, it's quite expected. Like when open interest and stuff like that is really, really quite high. It's basically saying, hello, there's too many futures contracts open. I'm a whale. I'm going to manipulate the hell out of the markets. So yeah, it's basically just a green card for them to do that. That's open interest is. I mean, it's on the way down recently on the last day or so, but it's still really high, guys. We just need to remember that it's still really quite high. So manipulation is still on the cards. There's still a lot of futures contracts still open there. So yeah, let's have a little look. I did want to say about this BTC all exchange reserve as well, guys. And this is how much BTC is being held on exchanges at the moment. And from yesterday's stream, obviously this is it's like a day delayed. But from yesterday's stream, we did actually see us come down again. And now today, we're coming down even further, guys. And this is a bullish sign again, because it basically shows that people are hodling their BTC. They're not looking to sell it. So it is looking really, really quite good in terms of the bullish momentum there for BTC, which we know if we're going to be signifying some long positions, falling wedges, guys, breaking to the upside. We're looking at symmetrical triangles, breaking to the upside here. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be money. Cold, hard cash. Yeah, that's pretty much all of that stuff done. Let's get through to some altcoins. Let's do my 3 altcoins today, guys. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today. And the 3 that I've chosen to showcase to you today for some professional potential petitions and lovely TA coming through. We've got Binance Coin. We've got a bit of Crypto.com and also the famous MATIC as well. Goodness me, Smokey Joe's really spamming these super chats, man. I do appreciate it, bro. I guess really have to look into VRA. Block is Blocktopia. Yeah, let me write down VRA as well. God, you're making my list big, my good sir. Yeah, everyone's loving the VRA. Let's definitely get into that fairly shortly. Let me just smash through my what are these? These are my 3 altcoins today. Just gonna have some water, and then we're gonna bang through these guys. Did I put the music on? Yeah, I did put the music on. Oh. Right. It's a bit laggy. I'm not happy about this. I think a lot of people are liking this Blocktopia and VRA, so yeah, we'll definitely have a look at them for sure. My first altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is the famous Binance Coin. As you can see, guys, recently we have seen very nice progression for Binance Coin, looking very bullish in general. What I do want to say is Binance Coin technology, still seriously underrated. This is still a seriously underpriced asset there. I do think it is going to be running up even more, insanely even more, right? We've got an ascending triangle at the top of an uptrend, which usually means continuation pattern, guys. And this is on the daily, right? This is on the daily. So it basically means it's going to be a humongous measure move, something along the lines of this, right? Humongous measure move for a breakout scenario, right? Looking for something around a 44.5% gain there for Binance Coin, smashing through all-time highs. And we know, be a bit scarce in all-time highs, guys. We are going to see reversals coming through. So be prepared for that. But yeah, this is definitely a long position I'm going to be looking out for the future, because we know as soon as Binance Coin is going to start running up again, money, cold hard cash, we're going to be making money here. There's going to be a lovely, lovely long position coming through. So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for. Moving down to the shorter term timeframes here, probably around the 4 hour. We'll go on the 4 hour because we do actually have another ascending triangle coming through at the top of an uptrend, which yes, it does mean continuation to the upside again. And as you can see here, guys, it's horizontal. We've tested this literally nearly 5 times coming through here. And once we've tested something continuously and setting higher lows, guys, we're likely to have a break, right? We're likely to have a break to the upside. So it's definitely something to be looking out for there. If you didn't want to go for that insane 44%, I think it was around 44% there. If you wanted to go for something a bit smaller and you're not that greedy, which is absolutely fine, profit is profit at the end of the day, this is the measure move that you could be going for on sort of, not a macro trade there. We're looking at more of a micro trade coming through there. You could be looking at something along the lines of this. It's probably going to still be around 11% there. Still money. Still very nice indeed. Definitely something to be looking out for there for Binance Coin. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice. Please, please, please go do your own research on these trades that I do say in this stream. In terms of I probably wouldn't be getting in until we've cleared this horizontal, right? As you can see, we do have a pretty strong horizontal coming through for all-time highs. Yeah, around all-time highs from before. So yeah, definitely I wouldn't be getting in until we've cleared 6642 there. And also you can see this volume weighted ATR band coming through, as that's going to be a massive point of resistance as well there, guys. So it's definitely going to be a point to be looking out for. Overall though, BNB pretty insanely bullish, and this is why it's one of my altcoins of the day today, because it's looking really quite good. It's really quite good for a breakout scenario there. So yeah, hopefully you guys can do your own research on this and profit when this does actually break out, right? Above all major moving averages, looking really quite nice there. I do want to say here on the hourly, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look on the hourly. Obviously, mass levels of support coming through there. We do obviously, oh yeah, we've got this volume weighted ATR band coming through here. Bang on that horizontal as well, which is quite interesting. And that does act as a resistance, guys. It tends to act as resistance, but if we can get above it, you can see the momentum that we can actually get above this little tiny cheeky red line here. You can see the uptrend that we can actually form. So it's definitely going to be a point to be looking out for there if we can actually form some sort of uptrend from there. We might get rejected again. As you can see, the resistance is very strong along these zones here. But if we can get above it, as I was saying there, we're likely to trend above it. So it's definitely going to be a point to be looking out for there here on Binance Coin here on the hourly. And then I think the volume weighted ATR band on the other one was around that sort of level there as well. And same sorts of rules applies there, guys. So if we are going to be entering that position, I would be looking at getting over here on the hourly there, probably entering around 665 there, and then from there, first take profit point is going to be bang on 685, and then potentially riding that up. But obviously, all-time high rules do apply there, guys, and we know about the all-time high rules. 80% of the time, we retrace back to previous all-time highs, right? Usually, it's pretty much what happens, right? So yeah, if you do miss an entry on this, don't sweat it. You're probably going to come back down. It's absolutely fine. But that's another reason why we want to be staggering our take profits all the way up as we go there. But yeah, overall, pretty quite bullish on Binance Coin. But yeah, I think that's going to be your altcoin of the day update today on Binance Coin. Just realized I haven't got my RSI on the chart. I was going to do a bit on that, but I was like, okay, don't have any of that coming through there. Let's have a little look what we got here. Yeah, so we've got the RSI. I don't know how that disappeared. I don't know why I would have deleted that. Interesting. I feel like TradingView sometimes just spazzes out a bit, right? Not great. Not great. I see quite a few of you in the chat there. Nice to see you all on the stream. Continues. And 26 likes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable coming through. Really do appreciate all the likes as well, guys. Should we do... I was thinking about breaking up my altcoins of the day, right? Because I know I take up quite a lot of time doing them, so I was thinking maybe I'll do a request in between each one of them, and then it kind of breaks up the show a little bit more. So so yeah, let's do that. Should we do VRA? Because I know a lot of you are screaming for VRA. Aha. The red line is the volume weighted ATR. Yeah, so the thin red line is the volume weighted ATR band, and also the it's pretty much on every chart, right? For this indicator, you can see this green line as well. So it's basically like it's very strong levels of supports and resistance there, and very good to be using. I would say it indicates a trend as well, and it basically just plots in the range as well for whatever you are, whatever asset you're using on. It's pretty god mode. Pretty god mode, right? But yeah, where are we? Let's jump to the daily here. This is interesting. Very interesting, I would say. Let me do some fresh TA on this, guys. Let's do some fresh TA. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, in terms of charting, doesn't look the best right now. Doesn't look the best right now. Okay, but we will get to that very shortly. I'm gonna do a video on this one, I think. I'm here to give you a daily update today here on VRA. As you can see here, guys, we do have previous all-time highs coming through around, obviously April coming through around 5 cents there. And from there, recently we have set all-time highs looking pretty good, I would say. But But what I do want to say about this, guys, unfortunately, we do have this chart pattern coming through there. We've got the resistance coming through from this side. We've got the support from this side as well. This, unfortunately, because we do have higher highs being reached and higher lows being reached in terms of supports, in terms of resistance, this does unfortunately mean a rising wedge chart pattern, guys. And rising wedge chart patterns, they tend to usually break to the downside, and this is pretty much probably what we're seeing here. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, but what I do want to say is just be prepared here, because unfortunately in the last 4 or 5 days or so, we are still setting lows. We haven't validated this higher low here, and that's pretty strong, right? Considering we tested this before and bounced. We haven't tested, well, we did test it and we have bounced again, but we have actually set a lower low in terms of this wick here. So that's definitely something to be looking out for the future there. In terms of a price target for VRA here, in terms of a move down, in terms of not just like a move down, that's it for the coin. I'm talking a move down, an accumulation phase, right? Because overall on the macro here, guys, it's insanely bullish, right? We can't say this isn't bullish. This is a bullish chart. Look at it. It pretty much just goes up, right? With nice healthy pullbacks. So it's absolutely fine for VRA to be doing this. And look, you can see it lines up perfectly with this 200 EMA as well, and vice versa. The all-time high rules holding strong again, right? Previous all-time highs, you set all-time highs coming through, 80% of the time you retrace back to previous all-time highs, right? So we could actually bounce along the zone, because you can see this is a very, very strong horizontal from before in terms of the all-time high there. But in terms of a price target to the lower side here, in terms of an accumulation phase, this is definitely something to be looking out for there. And in terms of percentages there, it's still around a 44.26% drop there. I mean, this has been trending down, right? This has been trending down for pretty much the whole of November. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I do want to say, if this is going to actually hit this 44% like decrease in terms of a price, right, then we do need to take into consideration the fact of how this is going to happen. It's probably going to be Bitcoin falling off a cliff. It's probably going to be something else reacting like crazy, rather than this just falling off a cliff like crazy. Because to be honest with you, you can see we are seeing buybacks. This isn't like the strongest downtrend in the world, right? You have been trending out for quite a while, and in terms of November in general, I would have expected it to be a lot more aggressive, right? Especially on KuCoin as well. I would have expected this to be a lot more aggressive in terms of sell-off coming down to this 200 EMA. But we haven't actually seen that, right? We haven't actually seen that. So potentially we could be looking at some sort of curl off there, which could be pretty good there. It's just going to points to watch there would be very strongly on this zone, right? 5 cents and 2.3 there. Definitely a point to be looking out for. If you lose that, I would expect 200 EMA to basically be touched there. And before that, we do obviously have this pretty strong area around this sort of area as well there, around 4 cents and 6.3 there. But overall, as I was saying there, guys, on the macro, we are still bullish here. I do want to jump down to the shorter term time frames and get some sort of gauge here, because it is still technically, if you are going on other chart patterns here, you've got a huge uptrend. We could potentially have a bull flag scenario, guys, and that does technically mean continuation to the upside here. So we do need to weigh up quite a few things coming through there. You can see the resistance coming down from these zones, very, very strong indeed. And I would be inclined to be plotting in probably something along the lines of this as well there. And yeah, that is a bull flag scenario there. So if you are looking for a breakout scenario, if you are looking for a nice trade coming through, if you are going to be trading this, then this is going to be what I would be looking for a breakout to the upside, right? Breakout to the upside would be probably something along the lines of this, right? In terms of percentages there, we could be looking at something around, obviously we like to weigh up as many scenarios as possible, because we know how crypto can behave. We like to basically plan for every sort of possible scenario coming through there. So yeah, that's definitely a move to the upside, 24% to be looking out for there. As I was saying there, guys, if we did lose 5 cents there, then we could be looking for basically a breakdown there. I mean, as I was saying, it's a bull flag, guys. The likelihood of this breaking down is less likely than it breaking up. But target prices is insanely low, around 3 cents there. Let's jump back to the daily and see if that does correlate with that other trend line, because if we get a double breakout scenario, there is a likelihood that it could actually be playing out like so. Yeah, you can see it pretty much lines up fairly perfectly there. So yeah, there is an inclination that we could be seeing this level actually get touched if we do see a bit of a sell-off coming through there. So yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for the time being. But overall, as I was saying, macro bullish. RSI is still pretty central C. There's not really that much doing it on the RSI, and to be honest, I'm not really that surprised. We haven't seen insane sell-offs, as I was saying, not really the biggest buybacks that are causing us to actually get to this overbought sort of scenario there. So yeah, overall bullish. Overall bullish, but there is plenty of scenarios that could easily play out here. But yeah, that's going to be a daily update today on Varsity, VRA. Interesting. What an interesting coin in terms of just charting in general, right? Very, very, very cool stuff. Okay, I couldn't find it. Didn't have the box checks. Not a problem, mate. Not a problem. Honestly, hey, you should definitely just have a play with it across all different assets as well. It works really, really well. You can even go if you go to BTC on. Let's have a little look. You can see how well it respects in terms of like massive panic sell-offs and stuff. So like even when you're seeing an insane panic sell-off, you can just be like, oh, BTC daily volume weighted ATR band limit order long. You can see it fairly does respect that. You can just make pretty much loads of money doing that. So yeah, but yeah, obviously do your own research. I'm not your financial advisor, of course. You know the score, right? You know the score. Let's see the chat coming through there. Chester, we'll be releasing your educational trading content in the future. A lot of people offer indicators, but I'd rather learn to fish myself. I know what you mean, Michael. I do know what you mean. And I have been building an academy. Well, it's a masterclass, actually. I have been building a masterclass. It consists of like 80 trading lessons. And my goal is to basically make you a professional trader from within the time frame of 6 weeks, right? Because I do believe it's very possible with changing your mindset and stuff like that. It's not going to be easy. It is going to be it's going to be hard, right? It's going to be very, very hard. But if you can learn this skill in 6 weeks, it's going to benefit you for the rest of your life, right? If you think of it like a construction worker learning a trade, they can go anywhere in the world and they can use that trade to earn money, right? So in my opinion, you're going to learn how to pick apart a chart. No matter if crypto falls off a cliff and it gets made illegal in every country, right? It won't happen, but if it did, then we know that we can still chart. We know we can still pick apart a chart. I do TA on I can't say that. I do TA on the thing that's sweeping the world at the moment and causing lockdowns and stuff. Can't say it because obviously it affects the algorithms and stuff. But yeah, I do TA on those stats because you can, and that's the point, right? So yeah, in terms of my educational masterclass, it will be available fairly soon, but obviously I have been ill and it has been my throat. So I'm recording all these lessons and stuff like that as well as streaming. It's taken a bit of a hit in terms of the time frames, in terms of the goals I had set for it. I did want to have it done by the end of the year, and I really, really would like to, but it's probably more looking like mid-January now, that sort of area. If praying I don't get ill again, right? So yeah, that's what I would say. Would say on that, Michael. So yeah, that's what I would say in terms of a time frame from there. David says, Chester, been a minute. I hope you're well. I'm not even going to ask for an altcoin. Just hope you're well. Thank you very much, David. I appreciate you coming through. We will get to your altcoin request, guys. I'm just going to do my my second altcoin of the day here. My second altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is the one and only Crypto.com, guys. Obviously, we have seen this been running up like crazy recently. So yeah, let's spread that out a bit, actually. Yeah, we'll start on the daily, I think. My second altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is, if it's going to stay on the screen, it is Crypto.com, guys. A bit of crow coming through. As you can see, we do have a rising wedge chart pattern. I know these tend to usually break to the downside, but sometimes they can break to the upside, and especially with everything that Crypto.com has got going on at the moment, I would expect we have seen this measure move actually get completed. Very nice, very famously, right? We are looking at a very nice bounce point coming through here. And this is going to be very, very nice, acting as a very strong higher low here. I would say overall insanely bullish, right? Insanely bullish coming through. But just be prepared, guys, for reversals coming through, because we have been climbing. We've been climbing in a parabolic motion, guys. And if you're buying the top here, you're probably going to get wrecked, right? It's pretty much as simple as that, right? And this is why we don't buy the tops, right? If we're climbing Mount Everest, guys, I'm gonna use this analogy yet. If we're climbing Mount Everest, we're gonna be resting at base camp 1 in terms of consolidation for a nice healthy move back to the upside there. So yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for there. Hopefully we can consolidate here, but just please be aware, guys. Since the end of October, we have climbed literally like 400%, nearly. Well, currently it's at 296% profit there. Well, not profit, but 200. Well, technically profit if you're hodling, but yeah, 296% gain there. So what I do want to say is a correctionary period coming through, even of around 41% there. That's still absolutely fine. Maybe down to the volume weighted ATR band there. That's still fine, guys, because we know when we do see progression coming up like so, it's healthy if we see these pullbacks coming through there. So yeah, please be aware for that. What I would say overall, still bullish. We have seen a nice little pullback. In terms of a valid pullback compared to that 96%, I think we just said, it's not the worst scenario, right? And we do have a symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming through here as well, and that is obviously at the top of the uptrend, guys, and technically does mean continuation here, guys. Technically does mean continuation to the upside, so this is another thing to be looking out for as well. Not looking too bad at all there. Let's have a little look at that trend line. That's not the one I want to move. This is the one I'm going to move. Yeah, so as you can see here, guys, symmetrical triangle chart pattern, which basically means a bullish pennant chart pattern at the top of an uptrend. Not looking too bad at all. In terms of continuation to the upside, definitely something to be looking out for. Breakout scenario, pretty much on the mixed of it right now. Above all major moving averages here on the 4-hour, which is really quite good, right? Really quite bullish. In terms of targets here for Crypto.com, I wouldn't be expecting all-time highs to be hit anytime really soon. Yet again, just because we pumped so much recently, and I would expect more of a sell-off and a lot more uncertainty to be in the markets right now for Crypto.com. In terms of percentages for this breakout scenario here, in terms of entering, guys, this is probably a pretty good place to be entering, right? I probably would be looking for a bit of a pullback down to that 10 cents. Then you could be riding that wave all the way up for around 18.87% there. You do have pretty crucial take profit points all the way up, I would say. Just planning for any sort of reversal coming through there. You don't want to be getting reversed on. You don't want to basically be giving back your profit if you're already in profit of this long position. So yeah, these are just a couple of examples of potential take profits points to be looking out for there for Crypto.com. But overall, we're up like 7.79% for the day. So far, I would expect a bit of a pullback here. To see a daily candle like this is quite nice on a breakout scenario, but ideally, there is probably going to be a pullback for a nice... you can see, look, we've been trending up for literally quite a while, right? I would expect not so much a lower high, but I would expect a bit of a pullback before continuation there. And so yeah, in terms of probably an entry target, could be around a 72 cents there, and then basically longing that all the way up and going from there. Not too bad at all. Hey, you said they need to buy another stadium. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's pretty good stuff. Yeah, overall, Crypto.com pretty bullish. But yeah, that is going to be your daily update today. Pretty big breakout scenario to be looking out for as well. Now let's do. It was Blocktopia, wasn't it? Blocktopia was next on the chat. Next on the super chat request. Blocktopia, the NFT place. Did actually have a look at Blocktopia. It looks pretty cool, right? Really quite cool. Nice. Well, we're at 49 minutes here. I just got to check another chart that I'm trading on my other screen. To bear with me. No, we're all good. We're all good on that chart. All good. Right, now let's carry on. Max1 says, "Thanks for the financial advice." I'm not a financial advisor, my good sir. I do not have an economics degree. Not yet, anyway. But yeah, let's do a bit of Blocktopia. I've actually done TA on this chart. This is just progressively going up. I'm here today to give you a daily update on Blocktopia. As you can see, this is obviously open, insane pumps to the upside from open, and from there, it's actually been behaving quite nicely. We're just seeing it nice, basically just trend up really quite nice, and we are seeing obviously higher lows being formed here, and not actually seeing the retracement to invalidate any of these higher lows, which is still bullish, right? It's still bullish, not looking too bad. Now we are seeing on the daily some some moving averages basically get created here. I would say all-time highs coming through there. That's probably the next challenge point to be getting over in terms of this uptrend here. Maybe we have a bit of a pullback down to this 21 here, 21 moving average that we've got coming through here before continuation up. Overall, this trend line is not looking, this trend is not looking too bad at all. Yeah, we'd have actually, we're also seeing, I would say this is quite a strong support point to be looking out for there. If we can bounce off that, it's going to be looking really, really quite good. As I was saying, target points to the upside there, probably around 17 cents yet again there, back down at 12 cents there after that big sell-off coming through there. Let's have a little look at that uptrend. We've got a parallel channel coming through there, so ideally the next target is going to be, as I was saying, at all-time high points coming through. Let's jump down to the shorter term time frame because there's not that much data coming through here. If we are going to see resistance actually play out, if we are going to see resistance actually play out from this 55 moving average coming through here, because we are currently below it, I would be looking for a candle close here. If we get a candle close below this, guys, we're probably going to actually take a leg down here, and probably, I would say, come down to this, these high low sorts of levels here around 11 cents. That's definitely going to be a bounce point to be looking out for there. Overall, as I was saying there, guys, it is still bullish. Don't be too worried. There is good fundamentals behind this, and there's quite a lot of attraction into the NFT space at this point in time. So in terms of seeing the completion of this measure move to the lower side there, it's actually quite unlikely, considering invalidating any higher lows is pretty much out of the question at this point in time on the macro. Even on the micro here, it's really not too bad. But yeah, in terms of a price target there, if we do lose this 11 cents there, then there could be a short scenario down to this 200 EMA there, still around 14%. But to be honest, after seeing gains, so let's go from that low to this high, it's 149% in the space of literally like like 13 days or something. So yeah, this is absolutely fine for us to be correcting like 14% or even literally like 30-40% there. That's absolutely fine for an asset like this to be doing that. And yeah, overall not too bad, but yeah, in terms of a short position down, that's what I would be looking for. And I know this is probably more of a hodler's dream coming through there. So yeah, I would probably be looking for this acting as an accumulation phase, not so much a short position coming through there. So yeah, definitely a few things to be looking out for there for Blocktopia. But overall, in terms of price targets there, let's have a little look, because obviously we've got this all-time high. Let's go on the candle bodies there. All-time high there. We've obviously also got this massive trend line to the upside here. Let's get rid of that measure move for now. And this is obviously forming a symmetrical triangle, guys. Symmetrical triangle at the top of an uptrend. Not the most attractive one in the world, but still a symmetrical triangle at the top of an uptrend at the end of the day. I mean, going on the most recent measure move to the upside here, in terms of a take profit for probably a spot trade for you guys there, I probably would be looking at around all-time highs, of course. That's going to be a point to be taking profit. And also, if you were going for that more greedy momentous move, I would probably be looking for something along the lines of this, guys. And it's not going to be small, guys. It's going to be big. It's going to be all-time highs getting actually smashed, reached, and bent over. You can see percentage gain up here. It's going to be around a 61% gain there, up to around 23 cents there. So yeah, not too bad in terms of price prediction. That's what I would be looking for there. And to be honest, the way that this has been behaving, macro insanely bullish there. I really wouldn't expect this to be coming down drastically fast or anything like that, because it's actually an altcoin with a massive amount of fundamentals behind it, and it is looking really, really good. Really, really good in terms of just charting in general, right? So yeah, definitely want to be watching here. Blocktopia. Let's have a look. You can stake block too. That's cool. That's really cool. I didn't know that. Let's have a little look. 30 likes as well, guys. Unbelievable. If you could smash that like button, it would help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. It does. Honestly, it really does help me out, right? It does help the sub count. I think we hit like 3.3k subs as well. Really quite good for the channel. Now, something I want to talk about next is my third and final altcoin of the day, guys. Third and final altcoin of the day. And then we're basically going to do altcoin requests for probably, oh, goodness me. Oh, need some breakfast, actually. I haven't had any breakfast. We're going to be doing altcoin requests for probably around 15 to 20 minutes there. So yeah, don't sweat it. We'll get some requests coming through. Just gotta stretch. Oh, lovely. Right. Let's get through to MATIC. Roger, I see you. I said I'd do that in the Telegram, so yeah, I will do that for you, man. AXS. Bit of Axie Infinity coming through. And I want a bit of Ethereum. So yeah, let me bang out this one, then we'll do some altcoin requests, right? My third and final altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is the famous, the one and only MATIC. A bit of Polygon coming through there, guys. As you can see, we are actually in the midst of a potential breakout scenario, looking not too bad. And we know how quick MATIC can run up, guys. So it's definitely something to be looking out for. And this is why it's claimed my altcoin of the day today, because I'm actually on the cusp of looking for a lovely entry here. I will get into that fairly shortly. As you can see, from this insane price action that we have seen coming down in May, June, July, all that sort of action coming through there, we have actually seen obviously a low point getting formed, higher lows being formed from there. Really quite progressive, really, really quite nice. I would say a massive, massive level of support coming through here. Massive. I'm talking huge. If we are going to come down to this level, we know we're probably going to bounce here at 1.57. We know we are. So it's absolutely fine for that to happen. In terms of breaking this level of resistance to the top side here, we've actually done that, guys. We've done that pretty famously, pretty nicely. So in terms of a measure move for that, and if you're not involved with that yet, or you did get involved quite early on, we'll stagger and take profits all the way up. So this reversal, that's absolutely fine. Stop loss at entry, it's all good. It's all good. It's still a successful position at the end of the day. In terms of a measure move to the upside that we are looking for now, just on one breakout scenario here, it's actually going to be bringing the price all the way back up to $2.25 there. So that's definitely something to be looking out for there. In terms of a percentage gain for that from that breakout there, it's going to be around 34%. If we're going on the most recent breakout, I would be looking for around a 15% gain there for MATIC there. Not looking too bad. I mean, to be honest with you, overall so far on the daily, we have seen quite a big pump up. Around 6.27% there for MATIC. So what I would say is maybe a bit more consolidation is needed for the rest of the day before we see this 14 to 14.42% gain there. Yeah, in terms of entry points for this, what I would be looking for is to clear this high, because you can see this high from this previous uptrend, right? We've seen a resistance actually play out today. 2 days. So we actually need to come down, potentially bounce off this zone here. Ideally, candle body close above this trend line. You can see the resistance that we are forming along this zone here. Ideally, we want a nice trend line, a nice candle body close above this zone, and then we can take another stab at this horizontal at 1.966 there. But definitely something to be looking out for in terms of a long position from that. Stagger and take profits all the way up, as you guys know. Planning for any sorts of reversals here. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. You can see also definite stagger and take profits all the way up, planning for any sort of reversal there. Otherwise we could actually basically be giving profit back, and we're not about that life. We're not about that life, right? So yeah, not too bad overall for MATIC. I would say it's fairly bullish. Breakout scenario looking pretty good. I would say on the 4 hour, let's have a look at this uptrend. Not too bad. Still challenging lower highs from on the macro scale there, so not too bad in that front. I would say higher lows, unfortunately, did get breached here on the previous downtrend there, but that's obviously November, pretty rough. From there, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, not too bad above all major moving averages. Moving averages as well, pretty far apart, right? We know what happens when they get caught up. We're looking for big moves coming through there, so pretty far apart. So this does indicate some sort of consolidation coming through there. To be looking out for that for MATIC. And as I was saying, that's probably pretty much going to be perfect for our long position there. So yeah, definitely some interesting stuff coming through for MATIC there, and also pretty near enough overextended here on the RSI. So yeah, that's pretty expected, absolutely fine. Pretty expected, absolutely fine, just because we have some pretty big pumps to the upside there. What I do want to say is just quickly, you can see we do have this this high low here from this low, and you can see this is obviously this point here, this high low here. If this is actually going to come down on the RSI, we could actually be looking at a potential bullish divergence coming through there. You can't see that because I'm in the way. Potential bullish divergence coming down here if we actually bounce before we actually breach this low in terms of the live price here, rather than getting down on this zone here on the RSI. It's obviously going to be forming a bullish divergence, which is meaning more bullish momentum to the upside, right? So yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for there on MATIC, and that's why it's basically claimed my altcoin of the day today, because pretty progressive stuff coming through there. Not too bad at all. But yeah, that is going to be your daily update today on MATIC. Nice long position to be looking out for. Now, apologies, Smokey Joe. I did say I'd do VRA. Pretty sure did I do VRA? Did I do VRA? Yeah, I did VRA. I swear I did it. A lot. Yeah, I did it, man. So the bull flag, and then we said potential break up scenarios there, and also breakdown scenarios to be looking out for there. I don't know if you want to rewind the stream and have a look at that, my good sir. But yeah, I did cover that. That's all right. That's all right, man. No sweat. No sweat. It's all good. It's all good, man. Now we're going to be it's altcoin requests, guys. So smash your altcoin requests in the chat, and I will get to them ASAP Rocky as soon as physically possible. Starting off with a bit of Axie Infinity for my man Roger coming through there. And guys, if you are looking for a tightly knitted, beautiful, nice and friendly community coming through there, we do have a lovely Telegram community, and it is the link is in the description if you did want to join that. We're at like 350 members or something, and yeah, it's you'll be happy to know it's full of mods. It's absolutely full of mods. Like, we're very friendly on the mods because obviously we've got a very trusted community coming through here. And it is all of our community, not just mine. And that's why so many of you are mods, right? Because it's nice, everyone managing the community together, I do feel. And so yeah, there's no spammers in there, guys. It's really quite a nice community. So yeah, if you did want to join, that link is in description. Let's have a little look at Axie Infinity coming through there. Let's get some fresh TA coming through. Sometimes TA doesn't work out. Sometimes it doesn't, man. Hey, man. What an interesting chart. Let's have a little look coming through. Where are we? I'm here to give you a daily update today here on Axie Infinity AXS. As you can see here, guys, we all know about this. It's been trending up for God knows how long. It's the leader in the gaming space right now for NFTs and all that stuff. As you can see there, guys, massive level of resistance at all-time high, continuously being tapped here. We are seeing resistance actually play out, which is absolutely fine, guys. It's absolutely fine. Don't sweat it. These are just accumulation phases where we're at now, and to see progression to the upside, I probably would actually expect that. If you are looking for the next breakout scenario coming through there for Axie Infinity, this is probably something I would be looking for. You can see this parallel channel that we've got coming through here. It's not the most attractive thing in the world, but you can see this parallel channel that we've got coming through here and the support that we are forming along this lower side. If we are going to see a correctionary period coming through for Axie Infinity, what I want to be looking out for there, guys, what I want to be looking out for is potential moves to the downside here and also potential moves to the upside here. In terms of measure moves here, these are the measure moves that we are going to be looking to basically do here. The measure moves that we're looking to basically do here is going to be to the upside. We could be looking at around 24% gain to the upside, and also to the downside, guys. This is still not weighed out. It's not weighed out, and the reason why I'm saying this is because try and find someone who's not bullish on Axie Infinity, right? Try and find someone who's not bullish. It's pretty much impossible, right? Everyone's insanely bullish on Axie Infinity, so it does just instigate some sort of correctionary phase coming through. If we are going to lose this volume weighted ATR band as we break down here on the daily, I would expect to come down to the 200 EMA. I'm not the biggest bear in the world for this, but you can see when we do lose this volume weighted ATR band, guys, big crashes to the downside. So that's what I definitely would be looking out for there. And also completion of the measure move to the downside is going to be around this 86.43 there. Looking around this 86.85 there for completion of the measure move to the downside. And to be honest, it's not really out of the question. But hey, if you are just hodling this as a coin in general, that's absolutely fine too. You're probably just going to be holding on for gains, right? Because it's still just going to keep going up. It's at the end of the day, it's just going to be a correctionary phase, and then the continuation of the upside will continue, right? It's a very popular game in the space, and it's only ever going to get more popular, right? I think it's like $1,000 to play or something like that. It's quite expensive in terms of like the NFT games go, and I think that's probably why it's doing so well as well. But in terms of a break up scenario, because I know you bulls are out there, in terms of a break up scenario, this first things first, what I want to be looking for is going to be a break of this previous lower high, right? The break of the previous lower high is going to be 14493, and from there I would be looking at and potentially just running up. You can see we have run up from there multiple times actually. So yeah, potentially just running up to there and then going for this this candle body area at 160.86 there, and then obviously all-time high levels are actually probably going to get breached there. And we know the story with the all-time highs, guys. When we hit all-time highs, 80% of the time we actually come back down to previous all-time highs. So when we do actually clear all-time highs yet again, I would expect to come up. Resistance will probably play out first. Resistance will probably play out first at 176, and then we can be looking at another break to the upside from there. So yeah, overall, not too bad. Pretty bullish on Axie Infinity. A couple of breakout scenarios to be looking out for there. But yeah, just be aware. If we do pull back, that's going to be fine. It's absolutely fine. It's only 32%, guys, and we will go up from there in terms of just a summary on Axie Infinity in general, right? But yeah, let's jump down to the shorter term time frames and see what we got going on here. Because as you can see, we do have a volume weighted ATR band coming through. You can see the resistance that we are finding from that zone as well. Hopefully we can actually get over that, because you know what happens when we get over that? We discussed this. We have potential nice uptrends, but yeah, the resistance from this one is very, very strong indeed. So yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for there for Axie Infinity there. Yeah, as you can see, look, when we trend above it, like it's pretty goddamn crazy, right? So yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for there. If we can clear that in the most recent trend here, that's going to be looking really, really quite progressive, and that's when I would say all-time high levels will get hit again. But please be aware, resistance is very, we've seen the examples from previous price action there. It's actually very, very achievable for resistance to actually get banged here, right? So yeah, overall, not looking too bad for keep saying overall, not looking too bad for Axie Infinity. But yeah, that's going to be your daily update today. Michael Allen's come on and says, a little embarrassed to ask this, but will do. Is that a descending wedge on the hourly SHIB chart ready to break? Let me have a little look at SHIB for you, my good sir. Don't worry, man. For me personally, you know my opinions on meme coins, right? You know my opinions on meme coins. I think it's quite detrimental to the look at that for a break, right? Quite detrimental to the cryptocurrency space in terms of seriousness. But I know quite a few of you making cold hard cash with these, and for me, I just call them like FOMO coins, right? Because that's pretty much what they are. They're literally just FOMO coins, and new investors to crypto who are like, I want to get rich quick. They're like, oh, how can I make money really, really fast? I'm gonna buy a meme coin and hopefully it goes to the moon, right? But I'm not saying that the charting doesn't work, because you can see, as I was just saying, the example of a breakout scenario is very strong. It did actually work there. But for me personally, the risk reward scenario on trading these in terms of how heavily manipulated they are, because the big whales in the pond here, in the sea there, they'll be looking at these coins, right, and they'll be like, right, well, we know it's a load of new investors that there's a less educated people in these coins than they are in, say, other ones that we can manipulate. So let's manipulate these ones, because we know how the human brain is gonna behave to the chart, basically moving like crazy, right? If they're gonna dump it like 20%, a lot more less educated investors and stuff, they're gonna be selling at a loss and stuff like that, right? So yeah, that's what they would be doing with these. But yeah, anyway, let's have a look at that descending wedge on the hourly chart for you there, Michael. But I've traded Doge and stuff before, right? I've traded Doge before. I have said that multiple times. But SHIB, for me, it's quite interesting actually, because SHIB compared to Doge at this time does actually have a usage, but yeah, I just not really messing with it, man. Not really messing with it. But yeah, in terms of a descending wedge, you are correct, my good sir. It's a falling wedge, yeah. So yeah, in terms of a breakout scenario, right, descending wedges, they tend to usually break to the upside, right? Falling wedge, you got me confused now. Falling wedges tend to usually break to the upside. I mean, in terms of a move here, it's really not going to be very big. Worth it? Yeah, it depends how you're trading this, right? If you're leveraging the hell out of it, then yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's going to be around a 3.22% there. So yeah, not the worst scenario in the world, but yeah, SHIB. But yeah, we need to take into consideration, right? Yesterday we obviously pumped quite a lot, right? Or over the last few days we've pumped pretty much quite a lot. So when you see something like this basically happen, I would expect quite a few retail people to just be selling off for quite a while now. So So in terms of a break up scenario for SHIB, I probably wouldn't be expecting that today. I probably would be expecting a bit more downside for SHIB, just in general, right? Maybe we carry on the trend down. Maybe we come down to this trap zone here of this falling wedge as well, right? And that basically brings us up to the 200 EMA as well. So yeah, just be cautious. And also in terms of an entry here for you, Michael, obviously nothing I said is financial advice, my good sir, but we do have quite a strong presence of moving averages here on the hourly. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. I mean, it's pretty bare on the 4 hour, not too bad. But literally, we're not quite above the 200 EMA as well yet. So on the 4 hours, that's obviously going to be strong resistance there. But yeah, in terms of actually getting an entry in terms of the length of this trade, it's not going to be very, very long, right? It's going to be quite hard in terms of finding no resistance here, right? So yeah, just be cautious about that. Better trades out there, thank you. Yeah, you are correct, sir. That's very, very correct. Let's have a little look at the chat coming through. What do we got? We got quite a few requests for Luna. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a bit of Ethereum for my man NX out there. I see you, brother. I see you, man. Big shout out to you, bro. I'm gonna do Ethereum, and then I'm gonna do Luna, right? Luna. And then, unfortunately, I'm probably going to call it a day. Pretty tired. It's annoying because I do my stream in the morning, right? It's like 11 a.m. in England. I finish my stream, I'm like, oh, I'm knackered now. I'll go back to bed. Obviously, talking on camera and stuff for like hour and 15 minutes. It's pretty tiring, guys. Yeah, if you are new to the stream, guys, I do stream every single day, Monday to Friday. So yeah, if you did want to press the sub button, you know where it is. I do altcoin requests all goddamn day. All day long, right? Oh, Ethereum. What are you doing? Oh, Ethereum. This is some fresh TA, right? I'm gonna do some TA, and then I'm gonna explain it, right? Just gonna start off with like for the newer traders out, we're just gonna start off with like trend lines and stuff like that, because that's probably the basic way, the most, yeah, it is basic, but it is the most reliable, right? In terms of like basic TA, as far as that goes, right? Yeah, not too bad so far. So far so good. So this is the daily, right? So yeah, let's just start off here. I'm here today to give you a daily update on Ethereum. Bit of Ethereum coming through here. As you can see there, previous all-time highs sat around 4,385 there. You can see candle body resistance from that zone. Very strong indeed, obviously. May scenarios coming through there. We didn't quite get rejected as strongly in April from the run up in May, which isn't too bad. From there, you can see all-time highs getting breached once again in the most recent run up in November. From there, obviously trending down. We know the all-time high rule, guys. When we see new all-time highs get breached, 80% of the time, we come back down to previous all-time highs. So if you're ever at an all-time high for pretty much any coin, just take a step back. There's going to be an accumulation phase that you can get involved with later on. It will probably come back down. Obviously, 80% of the time, not all the time. Now, currently trading for Ethereum, currently trading at $4,723.50 there. You can see the support along the lower side here. Very, very strong. Very strong here. Really quite good. I would say overall, very bullish on Ethereum, and we know what's happening with the NFT space at the moment. It's kind of getting bigger and bigger and bigger, like it won't stop. And we obviously know a lot of the major NFTs, right? They're pretty much all hosted with Ethereum, right? It's obviously going to be boosting the asset in general. Now, as you can see here, in terms of what we are seeing here for Ethereum, obviously we've got all-time highs coming through around at 4,866 there. This is going to be interesting to see because we are actually in quite a strong uptrend over the last 4 days or so. Definitely a point to be looking out for there is going to be the Vivola resistance coming through at around this 4,915. Are we going to hit to 5,000? Maybe we wick there and then get rejected, right? I would expect some resistance coming through there, and all-time high rules are going to apply again. we're probably going to come back down to previous all-time highs. So yeah, definitely keep that in your back pocket. In terms of a move up, in terms of a measure move, something what I would be looking for here is probably going to be on the most recent uptrend, guys. Don't want to be too greedy here for a trade here for Ethereum. And obviously, we are going to be all-time highs, so we do need to be staggering take profits like crazy all the way up here. Otherwise, we're probably going to get wrecked. So yeah, in terms of a move up here, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. And this is still speculatively speaking on how that trend is going to behave, right? As I was saying, how that trend is going to behave when it is going to touch the top of this trend line. And also, where we're going to break here, guys. We don't know where we're going to break and if we're going to break before we get rejected. And to be honest with you, annoyingly, we are in a rising wedge. And rising wedges, yes, they tend to usually break to the downside, right? So this is obviously still speculatively speaking. We will weigh up the downside in a second. In terms of progression to the upside here, for Ethereum, this is going to be, in terms of percentage, it's going to be something around a 19.08% gain there, which is just absolutely insane, right? Really, really nice stuff. In terms of price prediction, that would bring us up to around nearly $6,000 per an Ethereum. And in terms of a time frame from that, if we are going to see this trend actually just run up here, it's going to be by the end of the year, which is really quite nice. If we can hit $6,000 by the end of the year for Ethereum, wow, what a vote of confidence. Hello, money. Good stuff coming through there, because I know we've got a lot of Ethereum holders in who are watching, right? So yeah, all good stuff coming through to the upside for Ethereum. But just remember, we will have pullbacks along the way. We're not just going to be running all the way up, guys. People will be selling. There will be sell-offs coming through there. Now, in terms of, that's obviously the move to the upside. That's the prediction to the upside. Let's have a look at the move to the downside. This is obviously the unfavorable option here. But still, we need to be realistic in the game here. If crypto is gonna do a whole reversal scenario from all-time highs coming through there, we need to basically take a look at the possibility for a breakdown here for Ethereum. And as I was just saying there, we're in a rising wedge chart pattern. Rising wedges, hello, they usually break to the downside. So the measurement to the downside is something along the lines of this. Still, speculatively speaking, on where we're going to break again, but this is something that we can be moving along depending on the price action in the reversal. To see, let's see what's going on from there. Now, it's going to still be around an 18.58% gain. And to be honest with you, with the way that this 200 EMA is coming up, it looks like it's going to correlate pretty famously with that measure move to the lower side there. So yeah, probably could be a very nice bounce point coming through there. That's not me saying we're going for the full 18% there. That's me saying we're going to be staggering take profits all the way down here, right? All the way down, basically planning for any sort of reversal coming through there. Because you can see actually the support that we actually get on this this horizontal is very, very strong. If we lose this horizontal, amazing. We're going to see resistance and we're going to see completion of measure move there. But we are going to basically be planning for support here and basically be taking profit as we go. Amazing stuff coming through there. Not too bad at all. But yeah, a couple of breakout scenarios to be looking out for there for Ethereum. Overall, I would say pretty goddamn bullish. Let's look at the hourly chart. I mean, we have seen obviously the last few days have been really, really quite progressive for Ethereum. We are above the volume weighted ATR band, and usually when we're above it, guys, we're usually trending above it and testing it until we break it. So hopefully we can actually test it and bang it up yet again. That's going to be the ideal sort of scenario on that front. We're above all major moving averages, not too bad there. Really, really looking quite good, actually. I must say, Ethereum is looking very, very bullish indeed. You can see actually the resistance that we do find on the volume weighted ATR and very, very strong stuff. Definitely a point to be looking out for there. But yeah, if we do get above it, we are trending above it. Good stuff. So yeah, price targets, I definitely would say 4,900, definitely on the cards. All-time highs getting breached, looking really, really quite good in terms of this uptrend just in general there. But yeah, that is going to be your daily update today. A couple of breakout scenarios to be looking out for there on Ethereum. Kuba, Crypto Chester, can you do Crow, please? Crypto.com was one of my altcoins of the day, my good sir, and yeah, I did that earlier. So if you do want to rewind the stream, you can basically catch that. If not, I will be releasing it as a video later on. So yeah, you can basically just wait for that video if you want to do that, man. If not, yeah, you can rewind the stream. But yeah, nice to see you on the stream there, man. Do appreciate you coming through. Let's have a little look at what's going on. What was next? Luna. For all you Lunas out there. 35 likes as well, guys. Really do appreciate all the likes coming through. Really do appreciate it. It does help out the YouTube algorithms and everything. Luna. Because Luna, yeah, we did actually bang it up yesterday, right? I think Luna was my altcoin of the day from yesterday. Yeah, it was was my altcoin of the day from yesterday. And I did say, guys, this right here is a point of resistance, right? Whether it was this this trap zone to the lower side here or this zone here, we're going to find resistance here, and we have actually banged it down from there. When we're doing literally 4 days of progressive moves to the upside in 4 days, right? 44%. That's average of 10% a day, right? That's just insane gains for Luna. So yeah, is that all-time highs for Luna? Surely. Crazy. That is all-time highs for Luna there, and we know what we're saying about all-time highs, guys. It's all-time high rule. We nearly actually came back down and tested previous all-time highs there, so definitely something to be looking out for there. Overall, I would say Luna's pretty bullish, right? Let's get rid of this TA. Let's do some fresh. Luna is pretty bullish right now, and there could be actually a breakout scenario coming through from here, but you can see, look at this resistance. It's just perfect. It just it says itself, right? And to be honest, in terms of Luna's tech, in terms of the fundamentals behind Luna, it's pretty good, but I wouldn't really be expecting it to be running up like this rapidly, right? It's pretty crazy, right? But yeah, so a couple of breakout scenarios to be looking out for there for Luna for the future. There is going to be something along the lines of this. That's going to be one of them to the upside around 30% gain there. And to be honest, I would expect a pullback before that, because obviously we can't just go parabolic, guys. Otherwise, we do see resistance basically play out really strong. So yeah, and also we're in a rising wedge chart pattern, so we're likely to see correctionary periods coming through there. And obviously, we know if Bitcoin just goes, you know what, 53K is on the cards, then obviously Luna is going to take a massive hit as well. So yeah, please be prepared for a breakdown scenario from this chart pattern. In terms of percentages here, we could be looking at around 35% gain there. Not too bad. Let me just have a look at the another chart coming through there. God, what a day there trading that. Not too bad, but yeah. So yeah, just in general, guys, Luna's not bad. It's not bad. I would just say it probably needs a bit more of a correctionary period coming through there than what we are seeing now. And hey, if it doesn't, then this is the move to the upside from there, right? I'm going to be calling it a day, my good people. I'm pretty tired. I'm going to check out Mana quickly just to have a look at the chart. Not to do some TA, not to do loads of TA on Decentraland here, but just have a little look because I'm quite intrigued. Oh, God. Oh, goodness me. Well, yeah, Mana is mannerism. Mana's looking like it's going to take another leg up, just in general, right? You can see, obviously, we've got rising parallel channel. I would probably actually do, I guess that's probably going to line up like that, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's probably something along the lines of this. So yeah, measure move completion for Mana right now is still going to be $6.69 there. And to be honest, it's still an insanely underpriced asset for what they're achieving and what they're doing. I think it's land rental on NFT or something, the metaverse, right? So really insane, insane gains to be made for Mana. And I'm in the Mana crew, if that's what you want to call it. I'm a hodler of this. So yeah, hopefully this is gonna just moon, right? Yeah, take profit target points before later on accumulation phases is gonna be $6.79 there. Maybe you are looking to bounce with this 21 and also this upward sloping support line on this on the macro scale. You can see how strong this is in terms of resistance there, and vice versa in terms of support. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. And also you got the 21 moving average coming through there. Maybe you come down, you wick the volume weighted ATR band for a minute, and then you bounce back up. But overall, Mana is bullish and will go up on the macro scale, right? But yeah, guys, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Do appreciate you all coming through. I will be back tomorrow morning. Just a summary here on Bitcoin. We are looking to break down at this point if this downtrend is going to be carrying on, right? I would say here on the EMA ribbon, we're looking at near enough getting to that short trend coming through there as well. So yeah, definitely another point to be looking out for. If we are going to break down there, obviously altcoins will take a hit, guys. Please be aware of that. On the positive, Bitcoin dominance is going down as well. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Good luck with your trading today. Hopefully it all goes well. And yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in. And like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you ever so much. And I will see you all tomorrow. But yeah, for now, it's going to be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. And it's good to be back, I must say. Keeping it juicy. like the juice. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash. Money. That's gonna be it, guys. Peace out. Link in the description to the Telegram.